Hey guys, Avery here with Skip's Tactical Solutions, and I'm here with a impromptu live because I wanted to talk to you guys about SHOT Show 2020. So as you guys come on, I would love for you to let me know where you're joining from, and also I would love if you would let me know if this is your first time tuning in for a live with me. And for everyone watching the live, I will be doing a sticker pack giveaway. And then for those of you who are watching the replay, I will be doing a sticker pack giveaway for you guys as well. So make sure that you stay tuned because, of course, there's going to be a giveaway for the video. So we will be talking about handguns, some long guns, and also just some little tidbits about SHOT Show. So if you have any questions, make sure that you post your questions in the comments below. I will try to get to your comments, and I will give you just some of my info that I've learned about SHOT Show. Hey Karen, thanks for tuning in. Tim, thank you so much for joining. Slick Mick, thank you for joining. Deacon Fry, first time joining from Parks Defensive Strategies, Detroit. So thank you so much for tuning in. And Antoine and Monte, I hope I said that right. All right, so first question that I have for everyone watching, what is it that you are excited for when it comes to SHOT Show 2020? There's gonna be a lot of new things that are gonna be released, but I wanna know what you're most excited for. Or if there's a certain company that's your favorite brand and you just can't wait to see what they put out. Even if they don't put out anything, you're just excited to see what they're doing at SHOT Show. All right, so we're gonna be talking handguns. There are a lot of things that came out in 2019. So if there's something that came out in 2019 that you really liked, make sure you let me know that too. I see that we have someone talking about the Ruger 5.7, and I'm definitely going to talk about that. And I received a question about that too. And if you're tuning in right now, I would love for you to share this video with someone. You can send it via text. You can share it on your Twitter. You can share it on your Instagram. And if you do share it, please tag me so that I can give you guys a shout out. I really appreciate when you guys share and show support. All right, so first things first, I will be going to SHOT Show 2020. SHOT Show is a huge industry event, and I'm very excited that I will be able to make it this year. It is the largest in the industry, and if you don't know what SHOT Show is, I would love for you guys to comment down below. Hey Marv, thank you for tuning in. All right, so some of the people are talking about some of the things that they're excited about. And I see that O Guns Rifle said PSA's MP5 clone, of course. And then we also have Slick Mike. He's excited for anything that PSA has. And I have to let you know, I'm pretty excited about what PSA is working on. I love what they're doing. Neil said the new Glock. Karen is not going until next year. Hopefully I will be able to meet you. Monte said, when is it? It starts on, I think Industry Day or Range Day is the 20th of January, and I think it goes into the 24th of January. So it is coming up extremely quick. And I have to be honest with you, I don't think I'm ready, but I'm gonna have to get ready because I will be leaving. I leave on the 19th to head out to Vegas to go to SHOT. So super excited. The process to get into SHOT is not really, I don't want to say extensive, but you do have to be a part of the industry. And I'm going to read a couple of things that you guys may have questions about when it comes to SHOT Show. All right, so actually the first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about some new handguns that are coming out. Karen, I actually already downloaded the app. I had to use the app last year because it was way bigger than I had ever even imagined that it was. And I had to use it to get around. So it definitely helped. Deacon Fry said the Canik TP9 SF. I love my Canik. I think I told you guys I recently got the new subcompact Canik and I haven't been able to take it out to the range yet or do a review. I personally bought it myself. I didn't receive it to do a review. So I'm excited. I will be getting it out. And for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I've been asking, pretty much begging Canik to put this out. And don't really think they heard me, but they did put it out. So I'm excited that they did put that out. And there is, when it comes to the PSA's MP5 clone, I don't know when they're gonna put it out. I'll definitely do an interview with them when it comes to SHOT Show. But when I did do my Media Day event at PSA, I think back in September, they mentioned the reason why they haven't put it out yet. I don't know if you guys really care, but the reason why they haven't put it out yet is because they want to make sure that the price point comes in at a reasonable price point for them. So they could have already put it out, but if they would have put it out already, then it may not have been the price point that the consumers of PSA are comfortable with. So they went back to the drawing board and they're working on that. So I do appreciate them for sticking with making the consumer happy and actually putting out a quality product, because we all know that you could just put out a product that's not quality, but that's not what it's about. It's about putting out something that's quality and that your people will love. So I'm all about companies like that. And if you don't know, I am affiliated with Palmetto State Armory, and I just love those guys. Second Amendment said, where can I order some of your shirts? You can order all of my products on my website, and my website is skipstacticalsolutions.com. It's down in the description, but I will also have one of my moderators drop the link in the comments so that you guys can head straight there. Sig Mike said, nobody gets it right. There are a few companies that do seem to get it right sometimes. Alrighty, guys. So I see some of the things that you guys said that you are excited to see. There's always those SHOT Show rumors, and we know how those go. You never really know what's coming out until you get there. And to do kind of like some backstory on SHOT Show is, SHOT Show is an annual shooting, hunting, outdoors trade show. And it is the industry's largest event. And it's only designed for the manufacturers, the dealers, and the distributors to all come together and do business. And then I'm going to add in there media as well. So with media, what happens is we're able to, so media could be when it comes to like YouTubers, bloggers, anyone who pretty much does not really anyone, but people who do content within the firearms industry or the shooting, hunting, outdoors, they are able to go and get a sneak peek at the things that are coming out. And I have to tell you, that's one of the main reasons why I want to go to SHOT Show, is because I want to be one of the first to know some of the things that are coming out so that I can push it out to you all so that you can make informed decisions on the things that are coming out and know what you need to put your money to the side for, and then you know what you probably don't want to put your money to the side for as well. So it is a rather expensive trip because you have to factor in actually getting into SHOT Show. I have to fly to SHOT Show, and then I also have to get a hotel room, and then you have to eat while you're there, and then you have to actually get back and forth from the show. So the show is at the Sands Expo, and then it's also at the Venetian Hotel, and it is huge. If anyone in here has ever been to SHOT Show, please comment and let everyone else know how huge it is, because it's, I think last year was like maybe 3 floors of things, but it was huge. And I was slightly overwhelmed at times, because if I set up an interview with one company and then and some of these interviews are set up like weeks in advance, and you don't know when you originally set it up exactly where one company's booth is versus the next company. And yeah, you're just kind of all over the place. But it is fun to meet the faces behind these companies. And that's another reason why I want to go. And you're able to build relationships and ask the questions that you guys want to know. So if there's any questions that you want to know about anything going on with the shooting, hunting, outdoors, and if there's a particular company that you want me to ask them a question, I will definitely try my best. But you guys have to get those things to me ahead of time. If there's a booth interview that you want me to do, if there's a company that you, say for instance, PSA, if you want me to hit up Palmetto State Armory and say, hey, I would love to do a booth interview with you in regards to the MP5 clone, we can do that. So you have to communicate with me, because that's the reason why I'm going to SHOT Show, because I want to give you guys all the sneak peeks on everything that's going on. And what's great is you all are already subscribed to my YouTube channel, but if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure that you subscribe so that you can be one of the first to know. And when you subscribe, make sure that you hit that bell so that you can receive notifications, because I will be pushing out videos while I'm at SHOT Show, okay? So I'm gonna try to get everything out as fast as I can, while also focusing on getting you guys quality videos too. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be crazy, but I'm gonna try to get as many companies booth interviews as I can. And if there's like a favorite influencer that you want me to interview or meet, let me know that too, and I will try my best to meet with them. And then I'm gonna come back and tell you guys about my SHOT Show 2019 experience, because it was definitely out of this world. But now we're gonna start talking about some of the new guns that are coming out. So I have some notes that I'm gonna be referring to, because don't remember all this stuff off the top of my head. And I wanna make sure that I get everything that you guys need to know out there. All right, so the first one that I'm going to talk about is handguns. Is there any particular handguns that you guys are looking forward to that are supposed to be coming out in 2019, or a handgun that you would just love to see a company put out? The first one is the new Sky pistol. Have you guys heard about that? The new Sky DVG1 is their new release striker fire pistol, and I recently, well, actually last year, was able to speak with Sky about their products, and Sky has a very unique consumer base. They are not trying to compete with a lot of the big companies. They are their own company. They have their market, and they have a lot of individuals that are excited about their products. So sorry. So the new Sky DVG1 is a striker fire pistol, and it is similar to the CPX1 and 2, but what is nice about it is a tad bit smaller. It's about 1 inch thinner. And I would love it if I could show you guys guns on this live, so that I can actually show you some of the ones that I have, and then we can compare, you know, what the changes are going to be. But when it comes to their trigger, a lot of people have issues with the trigger. They say, you know, the trigger, with it being double action, you're gonna have a hard time pulling that back. So this new trigger, I think, it's supposed to be about 5.5 pounds. So I'm excited to see how it's going to really work. So the width on that's going to be 1 inch. The weight is 15.5 ounces. The trigger pull is 5.5 pounds, and the mag capacity is 10 plus 1. So some individuals really are excited about the mag capacity. Some are not really worried about the mag capacity. It's more, you know, how does it really perform? So for me, it's a little bit of everything that goes into it, but Sky is supposed to be coming out with the DVG1, and we are super excited to see what it will be like. So next is, someone talked about this one, the Ruger 5.7. Anybody excited to see the Ruger 5.7? Anyone excited to see the price tag of the Ruger 5.7? All right, so the Ruger 5.7 is their all-new pistol, and it's going to be chambered in 5.7 by 28. And for those of you who do know this, this is a direct competitor to the FN 5.7. And as a polymer frame, and the specs on this, the weight's going to be 24.5 ounces, and it has a fiber optic front sight with a blacked out rear. And the gun's gonna already come red dot ready. The mag capacity on this one's gonna be 20 rounds, and I don't have the price tag exactly on this one, but what I will say is I had someone reach out and ask a question about the new Ruger 5.7, and their question was, although I don't have the exact wording, it was, do I feel like the price is going to drop when it comes to the Ruger 5.7? Hold on, let me see. All right, never mind. So the price, the question was, do I think that the price will drop eventually? And also, do I feel like more manufacturers will start coming out with 5.7? So what do you guys think in regards to that? I would love to know what you think. I feel like if the Ruger 5.7, tends to be popular, then why wouldn't other manufacturers hop on that and start producing it themselves? So we shall see. If you guys have a thought on that, drop it in the comments below so that we can kind of do some early predictions on that. Maybe SHOT Show 2021, we'll see more. But I know that when it comes to that, MSRP so while it's at MSRP $799 for the Ruger 5.7, last he heard, diehard fans, some people are definitely looking forward to getting that, but we shall see exactly how much it is and if any other companies decide to come out with it. The next gun we're going to talk about is the FN 509 Compact, and it's going to be Emerald Optics ready. And when it comes to FN, who in here is a FN fanatic? There's lots of FN fanatics out there. Just want to see if we had any FN fanatics in here with us tonight. All right, so when it comes to the FN 509, this is going to be 9mm, 10+1, but it also will have available a 12 and a 15 rounder. And they have the tall height sights, and the MSRP on this one's going to be $799. And there are a lot of people that I have heard are really excited for this. And if you go over to, I think FN's not Facebook, their Instagram page, I know they were hosting a giveaway. So make sure that you check that out, because I want to make sure that whoever is giving something away for free, that you guys check it out and that you enter. There were a couple people who messaged me on Instagram because I shared it on my Instagram story. They messaged me and said that they entered. So when it comes to SHOT Show, a lot of these companies start to give away firearms, and stay tuned for that. Going back to Sky really quick, they are also giving away pistols for SHOT Show. So please stay tuned, enter whatever you guys need to enter, because you can always be that person that wins. If you've never won anything in your life, it's okay, still enter, because when it came to 2019, Sky was giving away a lot of pistols, and I saw 3 people who followed me and said that they entered because they saw me post about it, and they reached out because they won. All right. So I actually know that people have won. So it's not one of those things where you never hear who wins. Hey, Clover, thank you so much for tuning in. Clover Tag said, can't wait to see you in a couple weeks. Got a hug, locked and loaded, girl. I met Clover Tag last year at SHOT Show 2019 for the first time. So it was so phenomenal to meet all these people that I have only dealt with online before. So I'll definitely see you again this year. So we got to meet up. And I think we met up at the Arrow booth. I was going through my pictures and I saw that we met up at the Arrow Precision booth last year. All right, so next. So those are the pistols that I'm going to talk about right now. I didn't want to talk about all pistols, but the other pistol that I'm going to throw in here really quick is the new Glock G44. How many people are excited about the G44? I know there were lots and lots of mixed feelings about the G44, so I would love to hear what you guys think. Antoine said Ruger has the LCP2 and 22. Yes, I'll cover that one really quick. All right, so Antoine mentioned, so thank you so much for bringing this up. For anyone in here who is a 22 fan, Ruger is releasing the Ruger Light Rack LCP2 and 22 LR. All right, so it's chambered in 22 LR, but even more interestingly, it is for people who don't have a lot of hand strength and upper body strength. And when you're dealing with newer shooters, sometimes the recoil can really deter them from wanting to shoot. And introducing the whole firearms process to them in a 22 can be really good. So this is a really good product that is being brought out there for 22 fans, and the light recoil, and it also has a push forward thumb safety. So that's just another great option for people to have. But if you are interested in that, make sure that you check that out. All right, so I'm going to go back to the G44. Actually, no, I'm going to talk about something else really quick. So I want to talk about the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Easy. They are releasing a couple of new colors when it comes to the 380 Easy. They're releasing the Robin's Egg Blue and the Prison Pink, and the Robin's Egg version is going to be the in the M&P 22 compact. So if you are excited about the 380 Easy and those colors, make sure that you check that out. And there was also another release from Smith & Wesson. There's actually a lot of pistols. I'm not going to cover them all, and I may just cover more of them in a different video. But the other thing that I want to talk about is the Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Easy. Although this is already out there, it is something that I was interested in, although I wasn't a really big fan of 380. I wanted to get my hands on a 380 Easy for students because I like introducing things that is very easy for the student to manipulate, because if it's easier for them to manipulate, then they're not going to get frustrated. So when I saw that they released a Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Easy, I was super excited. So it is already released, and I don't know if it's out. I think it'll be available in shops soon if it's not. but I know the 380 was very, very popular. And when it comes to the 9, I think it will be popular as well. But there are a couple things about the easy, like the grip safety, that I'm not really a fan of, but there's definitely people out there that are. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you check it out. Clever said, oh heck, forgot about the Walter CCP 382. Yeah, there are a lot this year. Let's see. And I'm also looking this year to get my hands on a revolver. I have not been a huge revolver fan, but I have to say that this year I'm looking to branch out and get my hands on one. So Clover brought this up really quick, and I'm going to talk about it. The Walther CCP M2 and 380 ACP, that, sorry. They will have this at SHOT Show, and Walther is a very good company, and normally the CCPs were only in 9, but now it's in 380 ACP, and we're excited to try those as well. There's going to be a lot of reviews that I'm going to try to do this year, and hopefully I will have time to do them. Thanks for reminding me, Clover. Elster said, hello, my good friend. Will be at SHOT Show myself. Can't wait. Love the channel. Keep up the amazing content. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you this year, and keep up your great work too. RP said, what do you think about the Mossberg MC1SC? I did a review with Mossberg, and I did want to get my hands on it, but honestly, I was never really able to get my hands on one. I think it just kind of fell off my radar for 2019, but I would love to try one and just kind of see how I take it and how the pistol actually performs. But I'm not against it, but excuse me. I wanted to get one, but it kind of fell off. Paul McBride said, while revolver, just curious, never used one. So I've noticed that when it comes to revolvers, there are a lot of people who will push women to revolvers. And I think with kind of like semi-automatics too, there's just some people who love revolvers. And I want to get comfortable with them. I don't have a lot of experience with them, but a lot of the things that I do is personal protection, self-protection centric. And I just feel like my personal opinion is a revolver isn't really suitable for that for me. So I've never really done a lot when it came to revolvers, but yeah. I want to broaden my horizons for 2020. And as Clover said, revolvers are OG, and I'm trying to be OG this year. So hopefully that answered your question, Paul, but that is a really good question, and thank you so much for asking. All right, guys, thanks for chatting. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them. So out of all the ones that I talked about, and oh, sorry, I forgot to go back to the Glock 44. So the G44 was announced in December of 2019, and it will be available in January. And I think the week of SHOT Show is when it's going to be available. And I already have mine. I have to apologize in advance because I have not put out anything for the G44, but just want to let you guys know that your girl's been working like 12-hour shifts. So I've been really busy, but I will definitely be working on something for the G44. And I think it will be a very good addition for a lot of individuals for a few reasons. And I'm not going to go into a whole G44 review right now, but it's really good for getting your practice in at the range, because if you are into guns at all, you know how much ammo costs. And then you got to pay to get onto the range, and then you have to pay for your target and all that, right? So who wants to spend a ton of money on ammo and having to use 22 down on that price, and you'll be able to get in some really good quality practice time. And comparing the G44 to the Glock 19, I will tell you it is almost the exact same in dimensions. And what that does is it helps you to be able to use your same mag holder and your same holster. And 22 is just really good for practicing, and also young shooters or shooters that don't want to deal with a lot of recoil. So I'm gonna get off my G44 bandwagon right there. All right, so the next thing we're going to go to is long guns. Who is a fan of long guns? And I'm going to start out with this new Mossberg 940 JM Pro shotgun. All right, so shotguns, you probably never really see me do much with shotguns because I don't do much with shotguns, but that's definitely something that I'm going to work more on in 2020. I did do a little bit, I think, in 19, but I will be doing more. In 2019, I want to do a lot more gun reviews because there's so many different guns out there, but different people like different things. So that's why I like to mix it up a lot. No, I'm not partial to one particular company. And when I get these firearms for reviews, if I want to keep the firearm, 9 times out of 10, I have to pay for it. It's not like they're just sending me something for free. And even if they do send me something for free, your girl still has integrity, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion on it. Like, if it's not good, then it's not good, and I'll let you guys know the issues that I have with it. So I will go into the Mossberg 940 JM Pro shotguns, and this is going to be based on the 930 JM Pro competition gun, but it also comes with some upgrades. And this has a new gas system, and this will run for up to 1,500 rounds before it needs to be cleaned, and that's really good. And it also has the loading port. It's going to allow your quad loading of shells. And for those of you who are shotgun fans, you will definitely like that because you will not need to do any modifications to your receiver for that. And oversized charging handle and bolt release. And let's see what else. Your barrel is also going to be improved, and that will make your process of aiming better. Your point of aim and your point of impact is going to be better, all right? And then it has a 9+1 capacity. So who is a Mossberg fan? Bye, Junior. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, how are you? Kermit says, have you tried the Tippmann AR M4 Pro 22LR? Just picked one up Friday. I have not. Let me know once you take it to the range what you think. And let me know if I need to get one too. Henry released that they will be announcing some new shotguns at, well, a new shotgun at SHOT. So for those of you who are Henry fans, I'm like completely tripping over my words tonight. For those of you who are interested in that, make sure that you check them out. And SIG is coming out, SIG Sauer is coming out with a cross rifle, and it's going to be a precision bolt action rifle. It will be available in 6.5 Creedmoor 308 and SIG's new 277 Fury round. The MSRP on that one's going to be $1,779. Next is Aero Precision, and if you guys didn't know, I am a fangirl also for Aero Precision, and they have recently kind of teased that their pistol caliber carbine will be coming out. And if you don't know, they're referred to as PCCs, but they're really popular nowadays, and they're fun to shoot and very economical as well. And I will definitely be trying to get my hands on one of those. I am an affiliate for Aero Precision, so I am super excited for that. And they are one of my top companies, my top babes when it comes to the companies that I'm affiliated with. So out of all the things that I talked about tonight, what exactly is it that you were the most excited about? And there's also going to be more things other than guns that will be announced at SHOT Show. I don't know if you all know, but they do release new ammunition. And if there's anything that you're interested in, please let me know, because I will go and check it out. Now I'm going to answer a couple of questions that were sent in to me. Excuse me. All right, guys, so give me a couple minutes to, well, not a couple minutes, but. All right, so the first question that I'm going to answer, I received this question on my Facebook page, and if you're not following me on Facebook, make sure that you go there now. Actually, go there after the video. The question was from Cassiv Coleman, and he said, I've heard that it's not good to suppress anything shorter than 10.5 inches, 5.56. Could you clarify? So when it comes to suppressors, I do not, and this is just going to be my opinion, I don't recommend running it for 5.56, running anything shorter than the 5.56 for your 10.5 inch with a 10.5 inch due to your muzzle velocity and different strokes for different folks. But I will tell you that it will be greatly decreased if you have a shorter barrel. So make sure that if you're going to get a suppressor, that you do your homework on the firearm that you're going to put it on, and you just don't want to experience something that's not good, and you won't get that full powder burnout. All right. And you always want to refer back to what your manufacturer says. And this is something that I hear from manufacturers often. A lot of the problems that they have are due to consumers not following what the manufacturer says. And some manufacturers are really nice and they will still fix certain things, but majority of the companies have said that it is normally due to people doing things that they're not supposed to. And another question that I received, and this one was from King Kuma on Instagram. He said, how much for your classes and do you train near Orlando? So I am actually located in Tampa, which I think is about a 45-minute to an hour drive from Orlando, but I do travel to do classes. So if you are interested in having me come to Orlando, then please reach out for that. But I do hold classes here in Tampa, and I only try to teach 2 classes a month. And if I end up having 2 private lessons a month, then that just cancels my 2 classes that I have. But I do have classes here in the Tampa Bay area. And another question that I received was about training. They asked, do I only teach classes that are by the hour, or how do I structure it? And I do hourly private lessons, I guess you will say, but then most of my classes are based on like the actual length of the class. So a standard Florida concealed class is going to be 3 hours, but then when it comes to intro to pistol class or rifle class, it just depends on the class that it is. So intro to pistol is typically 3 hours, but if the class goes a little bit longer because the student needs a little bit longer, then I absolutely do that as well. All right, so Paul McBride on here asked, what are your thoughts on SIG, by the way? Heard they're just overpriced, but I do like their designs a lot. I don't know. I won't say necessarily. I guess it all depends on the exact model that you're referring to, because I do have to say I really like my SIG P365. And when the SIG P365 came out, you know, it was, I guess, well, it did have a lot of issues, but at the same time, I liked what it offered. And I carried the 365 for a very long time. And out of the box, what it came with, I was willing to pay the price that I had to pay for it. So there's some things I will not pay the price for, but then there's other things that I will. And some things are probably overpriced, but I don't do a lot of SIGs or HKs, just me. Anyone in here a SIG or HK fan? All right. So another question that I'm going to answer is, someone said, why can't the general public go to SHOT Show? And for SHOT Show, I know a lot of the general public, when they go to things like that, they want to buy, but SHOT Show is mainly like businesses doing business together, and they're just announcing the things that they're releasing, and it's in that controlled environment. But if you really want to be like the general public and go to something, I know what you guys are probably going to say when I say this, but you really need to go to the NRA annual meeting, or you need to go to the USCCA Expo, because that's where you're going to meet a lot of people, or you're going to be able to talk to the companies that you want to talk to. And I went to the NRA annual meeting this year, and I have to say I had a really good time. And SHOT Show is a tad bit like more uptight, right? It's got like the businesses there, but then NRA, you get to meet the actual people who support you, and just like the basic general public person just like you. So for me, it was nice to be able to meet the people who, for instance, follow me or just support me, and I had a ball. And I know you may be thinking, NRA, whatever, but this is a way for you to be able to meet the companies and see the products yourself, all right? So if you have never thought about going to the NRA annual meeting, you may want to do that, because also at the NRA annual meeting, I think you're allowed to purchase things there. And at SHOT Show, you're not allowed to make any transactions inside the show. And exhibitors get fined, and they can actually get kicked out if they are selling things at SHOT Show. So that's a big deal too, because I've had people say, hey, when you go to SHOT Show, can you grab this for me? And it's like, no, there's really no purchases that can be made at SHOT Show. And then if you're wanting to get something, then you just go online and you pay for it and you communicate with the company that way. But that was that about the average person being able to go to SHOT Show. And I mean, you just have to also be industry to be able to get into SHOT Show. And another thing that I'm gonna talk about is the SHOT Show crud. SHOT Show is it's big. There's a lot of people there, but a lot of exhibitors, but you interact with a lot of people. People are shaking your hands, you're doing whatever, and you get sick. So many people get sick from SHOT Show. And when I got back home from SHOT Show last year, I got really sick. And I was taking vitamin C, and I thought I was doing a good thing. But then once I got there, I kind of wasn't taking my vitamin C as much as I should. And yeah, I got sick. It's really long days because you're trying to get to the floor early, but then you're also trying to kind of network after the show. So for me, I definitely wasn't getting as much sleep as I normally get, which was not good. All right, so the next question I'm going to answer is from DC Rough Rider. I hope I said that right. He said, hey, Avery, what's your take on CZ and Canic? CZ, they have their own special market. I do have to say I've never owned a CZ. Don't think that I ever would. But on the other hand, Canic, one of my favorites. And I used to always talk about how I wanted Canic to come out with a subcompact so that I could carry it, because my Canic TP9 SF Elite was just too big and I couldn't carry it for concealed carry, and they came out with the subcompact. OMG. I was super excited and I had to get it. So I really like Canic. I think they're very underrated. A lot of the issues that people tell me that they have with Canic, for one, a lot of people don't know about them, but two, a lot of people have issues with them because they say it's not an American company. All right. If having all things made in America is extremely important to you, then that's fine. But if it's not, then definitely check them out. I have been a fan for a very long time, and if you've been on the channel, then you're probably tired of hearing about them because I used to talk about them a whole lot. All right, let's see another one. All right, so I had Guns and Grannies on Instagram asked me, how do you decide which booths to visit and how do I get an invite? Invite would be, you have to be within the industry, and they do actually check, because you have to provide documentation, and they actually check that. And how do I decide which booths to visit? I really go with the companies that are pushing out new things because I want to hear the reason behind it and really be able to talk to them and get my hands on some of these products. And then I just also want to communicate with the companies that I'm affiliated with, because I want to hear directly from them what they have coming out. And like last year with PSA, when it came to the AKV at SHOT Show, we talked about when we could expect the AKV to come out. And that was something that not the average person knew. And I was able to talk to them and be able to tell the people who follow me or people who ask me questions, hey, you know, talking to PSA, you know, this is an estimated time when you're supposed to be able to see that. Oh, Gibbs said, I'll be getting the Canik subcompact in the next month or so. Nice. You got to let me know what you think. I plan on getting it out to the range soon. I do have the G44 that I need to get out to the range first before I get this Canik subcompact out there, but I will definitely make sure that I let you guys know how I feel about the Canik subcompact. All right. Something else that I want to talk to you all about is Industry Day at the range. That is a day where there's supposed to be pretty much majority of the individuals that are in media and the gun manufacturers are going to be out there, and you'll be able to get your hands on those products and shoot the products. And this is like the first, it's not like the first day of SHOT Show, but it's like before the very first official day of SHOT Show. And last year I was not able to go to Industry Day. This year I'm going to try to go to Industry Day, but per the NSSF, the Industry Day is the most influential one-day event in the hunting and shooting sports, all right? And every year it just continues to grow. So I'll definitely try to get out there because the amount of coverage that you can get on the different products there is phenomenal. And you won't have to wait to get home and actually do a review on a product, because you can get your hands on it there at the Industry Day and you can say, okay, I really like this, or I didn't like this and this is why I didn't like this. And this is why I think the Industry Day is so important, because you can get out there and pretty much have first dibs on what you really think to your community without having to purchase the firearm or have to deal with the manufacturer and get it shipped to you for a review and have to pay for the stuff with the review. And quick tip, if you've never been to an event like that, it's kind of nice to have them load up your mags, and it's kind of nice to just be able to shoot ammo for free. All right, guys. Is there any other questions that you guys have in regards to SHOT Show? I tried to cover some of the, I guess, the more popular things that were coming out, but if there's anything that I didn't cover that you guys wanted me to cover, definitely let me know. I know that Franklin Armory is coming out with their California compliant pistol. Well, it's not really considered a pistol, but it's California compliant. Detroit Fry, I hope you're still in here. So you said when you say in the industry, is that a inner instructor, or what does that mean? According to SHOT Show, and SHOT Show I think belongs to NSSF, when it comes to industry, you have to have a business in the industry, and then when it comes to media, you have to have like a certain amount of media when it comes to SHOT Show. And let's see, let me see if I can find their exact words. Yeah, it's only designed for manufacturers, dealers, and distributors to conduct business. And if you have a business within that industry, then sometimes you can be approved to go. But I do know that every year they have gotten stricter and stricter when it comes to who they allow to come into the show. And last year I went under my business as a firearms training and accessory business. This year I'm going as media because I want to be able to do filming and that type of stuff. And if you go in as a regular business, you're not really allowed to do that. So media are the only people that are allowed to come in, take pictures and videos and all that. And I just really wanted to be able to do that. But I will tell you, when it comes to going to an event like this, you definitely want to go to the NRA annual meeting. And that is typically in the spring. And I will look it up and get it posted. I'll have one of my mods look it up and post it in here so that you can see when that is. But earlier I talked about it. It is a great time. And when it comes to SHOT Show, it's more about business. When I go to SHOT Show, I don't want to say it's not a fun event, but it's strictly business. I'm going there, I'm setting up interviews with companies, and I'm trying to do videos, and it's not really like a lot of fun, but it's a ton of walking. I'm going to post my steps every day so that I can tell. Actually, I'm going to try to be strategic this time and plan things a certain way. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how many steps I get in because it gets pretty serious. Gibbs said, I'm glad you mentioned SHOT Show was more of an industry thing. I was thinking about going to Vegas that week, partly for SHOT Show. Another thing I'm going to add about SHOT Show is there are a lot of after hours events that you can, well, that people go to, and that may be an option as well. And I had a lot of fun last year going to some of the after hours events, but me being from the East Coast, the time really killed me last year because I was very, very tired at night, and people were like, oh, it's just 12 o'clock. And I'm like, it is not really 12 o'clock where I'm from. So you can just meet a lot of people and experience a lot of things. And I have to say, it was one of those experiences that it was just a lot going on, but I had a ton of fun. And I was able to, so now I'm going to talk about some of the people. Actually, no, I'm going to answer Gibbs's question really quick. Gibbs said, I'm looking forward to hearing what the optics companies are announcing at SHOT Show. Hollow Sun needs to make something to sit on top of my Canik subcompact. So Hollow Sun, I will definitely be doing a booth interview with them, and they are releasing some new things at SHOT Show. So I'm excited about that. And I will definitely be pushing that out so that you can see it. RP said, make the videos documentary style. That way you won't have to edit much. That is true. I'm just not really good at the whole video thing, guys. I don't know if you've noticed that yet. I'm not really good at it. But now this year's SHOT Show, I will be having someone with me who will be doing the video process for me. So that will be a lot better. And thanks to my Patreon supporters, I've been able to get their support has went towards me buying my DSLR camera, and I will be able to actually record like nice videos. So I really appreciate that. Shout out to my Patreon supporters. So another question that I had, and I'll probably make this close towards the last question. I want to show you guys my Vaultec safe. Someone reached out to me about Vaultec and asked how I really thought about that, what I really thought about them, I'm sorry. And I have to let you guys know, I personally use my Vaultec safe, and I really, really like it. And I have mine on my nightstand, like in my bedroom. And that is where one of my home protection firearms are. And I really, really like it. So they reached out and asked about it. So I said I would show it on the live tonight. So They also came out with the life pods, and I have a life pod too. And I'll probably bring my life pod with me to SHOT Show. So give me 1 second to make sure that you guys can see this. All right, so this is my Vaultec safe. And this is the VT20i. This is TSA approved. I used to be affiliated with Vaultec, but I'm no longer affiliated with Vaultec. And when it came to getting a safe, there are a lot of safes out there, but I wanted something that I could get quick access to, right? And I wanted to make sure that my firearm from my kids. I do have kids, and I have a lot of people tell me the reason why they can't get firearms are because of their kids. And you just have to be smart about it and just make sure that it's secured, all right? So when I first got this, and I tend to still kind of do this, for some reason, I always refer to this safe as sexy. It's just so nice, sleek, and I haven't had any issues with it, and I've had it for sure. So this is my Vaultec safe. Like I said before, TSA approved. You can access it with a key. Sorry, here. You can also use your fingerprint here. I'm all about a biometric safe, all right? So if anyone asks me about a safe, biometric safe all day, every day, and you can't go wrong, all right? Another thing about this Vaultec safe is it comes with, well, not comes with, it has an app that you can use as well, all right? So majority of the people nowadays are all about apps, and if you are all about apps, then you know that they make your life a lot better, right? So it comes with a Vaultec app, and all you have to do is swipe, and it will give you put your code in and swipe, and it will give you all your information about your safe. It will also tell you the percentage of the battery, and it will give you key information on it, okay? So Vaultec safe, really good. Really quick, I'm going to say thank you so much to my Patreon supporter, Marv, for donating $5 in Super Chat. So thank you so much. He said, us patrons appreciate you. I appreciate you guys as well. Your monthly contributions really make it a lot easier for me to produce content because you guys support me. So thank you so much for that. Not only is Marv a Patreon supporter, but he just donated $5 in the Super Chat. So thank you so much. Kermit Loves Bacon said the price tag on those is high. So I personally feel like they have a wide range on their safes. You can also get them refurbished, and you can just really see what you like. And I mean, if you want to get a refurbished one, you can get a refurbished one. The ones without the biometric is obviously a little bit less expensive, but for me, I like to be able to get into it really quick. So what I'm not going to do is show you guys my code, but really quick, I'm going to put my code in. Bam, it opens. And this is what the inside looks like. Obviously, I had to take my firearm out because you can't show guns on live chats anymore, right? So hopefully you guys saw how quick that opened. And then the other way to open it is just with my fingerprint. I put my finger on it, and then it will pop open, all right? So you put your finger on it, bam, it opens. And there is a light in there if you can see it, and you can make it brighter or dimmer. And when you do that, it will save on your battery as well. So here is you opening it. Make sure that you get your finger on there good. Opens up, and it has the noise where you will be able to hear it. But that is my Vaultec safe. Put it in your luggage, TSA approved, and whenever you go traveling, then you know that your firearm is still secure, and this can go into your vehicle as well. I've had a lot of individuals when I was a affiliate with Vault-Tec who would, excuse me, purchase safes, and they all love them. And they also have the new life pods that are out. So although I'm no longer affiliated with them, I still love their products. And I think he asked about the RS, I think it's 500, and that is their long rifle safe. And I have not actually owned one, but I did see it when they released it at SHOT Show, and it looked like it was good. So Vault-Tec safe. And like I said, this is my nightstand firearm storage and concealed carry as well. You can, and I can actually fit 2 firearms in there. Does it work if your hand, so does it come in smaller size than that? Paul said, I think so. And then Tampa Sarah Coat said, does it work if your hands are wet or dirty? I'm not sure, let me see. Just kidding. I'm not sure. I would imagine that it does, but let's say it does get, your hands do get wet or dirty, then you can have your keypad that you can use, and they're all very quick. You can access it with the key, or then you can use your app and access it too. Another quick thing I want to add about the app, and I know we were completely just talking about SHOT Show here, and I kind of went off left field, but when it comes to the app, it lets you know if it was tampered with, and then it also lets you know who had access to it. So say for instance, if your significant other uses it, then you'll be able to see when they went into the safe, and if they were not supposed to go in the safe, then you can ask, hey, what were you doing, or whatever it may be. So that is extremely important too. If you find that your kids are trying to be a little mischievous and they are trying to get into your safe, then you can nip it in the bud. I'm not giving away the Vault-Tec safe. But speaking of giveaway, let's do a giveaway really quick. All right, so I'm going to do a sticker pack giveaway for everyone who is on the live right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. RP said, do you accept Cash App? Sure, I accept Cash App as well. Paul said, and letting you know if you need to go home or not. That is true as well. You're like, yeah, no, not tonight. All right, guys, so sticker pack giveaway tonight. Glock sticker. Glock sticker. I know what you guys are thinking. Yes, Glock sticker. Skip sticker. 19X sticker. CMC triggers. Mag pull sticker. Glock perfection. And another one of my favorite companies, Breakthrough Clean Technology sticker. Lube it up. And a little special sticker in here, Draco sticker, okay? So if you guys want to be entered to win this, all you got to do is type in SHOT Show in the comments below. DC Rough Rider said, any links on discounts for the Vault-Tec safe? So I do not have any links for discounts on the Vault-Tec safe, but what I will tell you is they have refurbished safes and they do sales as well. So if you're looking to catch them on a sale, head over, I guess maybe join their email list so that you can catch a sale or check out their refurbished products too. And if you guys are a Colion Noir fan, then you can check out his edition of Vaultec Safes too. Oh, thank you so much, Karen. Karen said the skip sticker is the best. Oh, I like the lube one. That was like the PC version for YouTube. Tampa Cerakote said, I need to send you some Tampa Cerakote stickers. Yes, you do. And I'm so glad that you're on here. I want to give a really quick shout out to Tampa Cerakote facility, one, for being so amazing, and two, for supporting our last giveaway. Tampa Cerakote facility, and I always say this wrong, Zafiri, they donated some products and they hosted a giveaway with me on Instagram. And I really appreciate it because it just shows that they support me and I support them as well. And they are here in my local community. And I've been so fortunate to be able to meet Tampa Cerakote facility. So I do appreciate that. If you guys have not followed Tampa Cerakote facility and Safari, I got to say it right one day. Make sure that you head over to Instagram and follow them. And I will definitely be trying to connect with them more in the future. But I just want to give them a quick shout out and let them know that I appreciate them. And if I appreciate them, then you guys have to appreciate them too. Zafiri. Am I saying Zafiri right though? Zafiri Precision. Hopefully I said that right. All right, guys, make sure that you comment SHOT Show in the comments below if you are wanting to be entered to win the sticker pack. And I will do my best to grab you guys lots of goodies at SHOT Show. When I say goodies, I really mean like stickers and pins and those types of things, whatever kind of knickknacks I can get my hands on for you, but I will try my best to get those for you. When I was at the Glock booth last year, I was at their booth at SHOT Show, and I was also at their booth kind of hanging out at NRA as well. And if you would have seen how people were grabbing like stacks of things when they were putting it out, you would have just been, oh my God, like amazed. It was crazy. So I'm definitely going to try to get my hands on as much swag and patches and all those things as I can for you guys. And I will try to give you guys those things throughout the year and some giveaways. Why not? Michael, thank you so much for tuning in. So now I can confidently say that I'm saying Zafiri Precision right, and I can just say it now without going Zafiri. All right, so if you want to be entered to win, make sure that you comment below. I'm so honored because I just got another super chat from Marv. Marv, thank you so much. He just gave a $3 super chat. He said a skip shirt, hoodie, hat, range bag one day. Yes, one day. So we got the shirt. I was working on the hoodie. It's kind of hard to work on the hoodie sometimes, guys, when it's like super hot here. The hat and the range bag. We're gonna work on that. Thanks for the reminder, Marv, and thank you so much for the super chat. All right, so it looks like everyone has commented SHOT Show that's interested in being entered for the sticker pack. So we are going to pick a winner here in a minute. The other thing that I want to talk to you guys about was my experience at my very first SHOT Show. Earlier, I did say, you know, it was a very overwhelming experience because it was. I was there, I was by myself, I didn't really know anyone, and I was walking around trying to really meet a lot of these people within the industry. And I have to give a couple of shout outs to some companies that were so nice. The companies that were not so nice, I'm not even going to name those companies, but I do have to say that one company that really surprised me at how welcoming they were, which I didn't have a lot of experience with any of these companies really, was Sky. Sky was very welcoming, and they actually took time to listen to what I had to say, and they did a booth interview with me. And then they even ended up kind of connecting with me later and supporting me with giveaways. So I really appreciate their generosity. And I also appreciate Palmetto State Armory, because when I went to SHOT Show last year, I was like the new kid on the block. And I'm still the new kid on the block, to be honest. No one really knew who I was. And some of the companies didn't really want to show any love. And when I show love, it's just like even kind of like, hey, are you interested in doing a booth interview with me? But my YouTube channel didn't have high numbers. My Instagram and Facebook didn't really have high numbers. But I will tell you, when it came to Palmetto State Armory, I talked about Palmetto State Armory like as soon as I started my business, because they were a company that I already used. And so I'm telling people about products that I use and products that I believe in. And it's not just a company who one day I would hope to own their products. It's companies that I'm using their products. And they were just really nice. Like, they told me that, you know, although my numbers were not that big at the time, that they were willing to work with me, and they really saw the potential in me. And that meant so much to me. And Palmetto State Armory, they've just been really phenomenal. They supported my range day as well. And then CMC Triggers. CMC has been amazing. I actually met CMC before I started my business, and they have always supported me. And no matter what, they can be dealing with like a huge like client, they're always going to take time out to speak and support. So I really appreciate CMC, and they supported the range day that I had here as well. So a lot of the companies that I have like this swag, like I reach out to companies to get their swag so that I can give it to you guys. And a lot of these companies are just companies who really support me and what I do. And by supporting me in what I do, they're supporting you because they're helping me get the information out to you. And Glock, they have supported me as well. And as you guys know, before I started my business, I was a Glock armor and a Glock advanced armor, which I still am. But now I am, I guess, a content creator kind of for Glock. I produce content through the Women's Outdoor News, and I have their Glock contract. So I really appreciate that. If you're into reading articles, your girl does some pretty good articles. Possibly. But if you're interested in any of my Glock content that I put out, I will post a link for one of my articles probably tomorrow so that you guys can check out the content that I produce for the Women's Outdoor News. But Air Precision is another company that has been nice as well. And I'm sure that I'm forgetting some companies, but I do appreciate all of the companies. Oh, another company, Primary Arms. I met them last year at SHOT Show, and then I also connected with them at NRA, and they were really, really nice. They gave me like a ton of patches and hats, and I was also giving them away on the channel this year, but they're another company who really saw the potential in me, and they were amazing when it came to supporting me and what I do. What I'll tell you guys is I really appreciate each and every one of you for supporting me as well, because putting out content is not the easiest thing to do, but also coming on video in front of Lord knows how many people, right, is hard as well. So the people who interact with me in public, they know exactly what my personality is, but it seems like sometimes when I get in front of this camera, yeah, a whole nother level. So those of you who are very, very nice and supportive, I appreciate that. There's always people who are ugly, and I don't delete those comments anymore because I want you guys to see the people who are ugly, and hopefully they're ashamed, but they're probably not. JH said, how was Walther? I didn't really deal with them much in 2019, but I will say that I will be connecting with them this year because I do want to check out their products. I do like how Their products are affordable, and I'm not one to deal with products just based off of the looks. It's like the total package when it comes to me, because I'm not going to tell you guys about things that I wouldn't use myself. So let's see. Michael set up order from PSA and Primary Arms, both great. Yes. A lot of people had very not so good things to say about PSA, but I think they were basing that off of things from the past and not really things that were recent. And, you know, companies grow and you got to really allow them to grow. And Tim Cerakote said you should host a Glock sponsored pistol course. That is true. We should do that. Do you get how I said we? Karen said, word of mouth, share the love. I definitely had a lot of things that happened in 2019. I'll probably do a video on everything that I did in 2019, and it was phenomenal. And I know I haven't really went live within the past couple of weeks, but 2019 was great. The YouTube channel really grew. I didn't really put out much content on YouTube. I was more like uploading a video and not really doing the proper things with the video, but I definitely really grew so much as a content creator, as a businesswoman, and even as an instructor in 2019. And I can only imagine where we're going to go from here. But Michael said, I know you like Canic. Are you involved with them? No, not at all. I'm not affiliated with them. And so when you say involved, so the companies that I'm affiliated with are companies that I post a link and I get a small, like very small commission from if someone purchases through that link. But other than that, like it's really nothing else, or it would be me reaching out and essentially like begging for them to send swag for you guys. But it's not like any kind of contract relationship. It's just kind of like an affiliate type deal, and I only get paid if you really purchase through that link. But I don't really push a lot of the affiliate links on you guys because I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to make you buy those things. It's just more like, hey, this is a really good deal. You should check this out. And if you guys do purchase from Palmetto State Armory or Air Precision or any of the companies that I'm affiliated with, I would truly appreciate if you would use my affiliate link, because that does help me. Excuse me. Because the money from, say, the affiliate stuff, I can use that to go to SHOT Show. And I think I said this earlier in the video, but when it comes to SHOT Show or NRA, I have to pay to go to those places out of my personal money. So I do that because I want to get the content to share with you guys, but that doesn't necessarily mean like it's the easiest blow on my pocket, you know? Karen, thank you so much for sharing my content with people. And that's really the only way that I'm going to grow, if you guys continue to share the content, because I can only organically reach so many people. And now on YouTube, when it comes to me going live, I can't really show you guys firearms anymore in the live. So I'm going to have to get really creative. So lives will no longer be on Thursdays. I will have to find another day to do the lives, but then I'm going to have to get more creative with doing the lives as well. All right, so I'm going to announce the winner for the sticker pack, but don't fret if you don't win, because at the end of this video, you're going to be able to go down in the comments below and type in SHOT Show again to be entered to win another sticker pack. So it is a-okay. When it comes to affiliate links, actually, let me announce this winner really quick because I just had a real quick squirrel moment. I'm sorry. The winner of the sticker pack is Paul McBride. So Paul, what I need for you to do, so congratulations, reach out to me at skipstacticalsolutions@gmail.com, or you can also reach out to me on social media and send me a direct message. And I need your address and I will get this shipped out to you ASAP. And there's been plenty of people who won things for me in 2019, and I would love it if you guys would share a picture with me if you do actually win. Michael said, if I go to order from one of them, how do I mention your affiliate info? So if you are following me on any type, actually it's mainly just Facebook or Instagram. If I post a link from, say, Palmetto State Armory, then you will be able to use it for commission. We just posted a PSA link that you can use, and then Air Precision, we will do one of those as well. But if you go to my Instagram bio, you will actually be able to see there will be a Palmetto State link, and then there should be an Air Precision link in there as well. And once you click on that link and make a purchase, but I just ask that you make a purchase within like 24 hours to maybe like 5 days, because there is an expiration date on that. So the quicker that you make the sale, then the more chances that it will actually link to me, all right? Oh, Michael, oh, you did win something. Michael said, man, I got my stuff from you in like 2 days. I think I took a pic of me in the hat. If not, I will. Thank you. And Paul, speech. But yes, guys, so this is my first video for 2020, and it was great. And it was an impromptu video because I'm not sure if I'm going to have much time between now and SHOT Show, because I do have to actually get ready for SHOT Show and reach out to the companies and set up a lot of things. So if there is a particular company or a particular product that you want me to check out, I'm telling you right now, you have to comment it and let me know, or send me an email and let me know, and I will add that to my list. But the problem lies is once I get to SHOT Show and I have a whole lot of different things going on, it may kind of slip through the cracks. So I will definitely try my best to get to everything that you guys requested. I will try to get as much video content as I can. I even ordered a couple of extra SD cards so that we would have more than enough room to be able to get as much content. I'm definitely going to make a plan. And like someone asked, you know, how do I know what companies? I'm trying to hit up a lot of the major companies. And another company that I'm affiliated with is Sportsman's Guide. I will be connecting with them as well. And I haven't really talked about them much, but another company is Brownells. Oh, nice. Thank you so much. So when it comes to the organic reach, when it comes to the whole two-way community, the organic reach is very, very low, and it takes a lot for me to be able to reach a lot of people. So I do appreciate you guys for sharing that content and clicking on the links and supporting, because I'm telling you, it takes a lot. Oh my goodness. So Marv just hit us with a $2 super chat. So thank you so much, Marv. Marv is just spoiling me tonight. So first live 2020 and Happy New Year. So Happy New Year to you, and Happy New Year to everyone else as well. When it comes to my Patreon supporters, I will be posting the Patreon giveaway within the next 24 hours, and you can hold me to it. Like I said, I've been extremely busy and I have not done that, but I will do that for you guys. My Patreon supporters, if you want to become a Patreon supporter, you can donate any amount from $1 to actually however many dollars you want to, but it starts at $1. And I think we get like 75% of that, but they support me, and every single month we do a Patreon giveaway. And the Patreon giveaway this month is really sweet, and I don't know if I have it right here. I've literally been waiting to take a picture of it and post it, but it's always something kind of unique. I know that for the month of January, I will be giving away one of my Skips tumblers for the Patreon giveaway as well. But I owe them a December and a January giveaway. So it's going to be like Patreon Christmas as well. So my Patreon supporters are phenomenal. I want to give a really quick shout out to my moderator, And that is Yarn Dragon's creation. She is phenomenal. She does so much for me behind the scenes, and I truly appreciate her. 2020 is going to be phenomenal for us. And do you guys have any other questions for me tonight? Michael says Sportsman's Guide is awesome. I bought a lot from them. My son also. I love the 4-pay thing they have. Oh, nice. So I'll have to, haven't really posted much about Sportsman's Guide, but I am looking to do more things with them in 2020. And I'm also looking to do a lot of different things for 2020. So I'm extremely excited about that and kind of taking more things outdoors, not just shooting, but hunting and outdoors. JH said, thanks for sending a sticker the other day, Avery. You made my day. Oh, thanks. Make sure you send me a picture too. If you want your very own Skips Tactical Solutions sticker, make sure that you send me a message. And I think on Instagram, actually, it doesn't matter wherever. You can send me email at skipstacticalsolutions@gmail.com. All you have to do is include your name and your address, and I will send you one of my stickers. And you can tell me which sticker that you want so I can make sure that I get you the sticker that you want. There are a couple of different ones that you guys can get. So this is one sticker. Skips Tactical Solutions, Firearms Training and Accessories. This is another sticker. And if you guys don't see it, with my logo, that's an S, a T, and an S. And then this is the other sticker. So if you guys are interested in getting a sticker, please let me know. All you got to do is send me a message with your address as well. So you can hit me up on social media too and send me a message and I will get that shipped out to you guys. DC Rough Rider said, how do you donate or become a sponsor? You can become, so I've had people do it a few different ways. I've had people become a Patreon supporter, and Patreon supporters, they donate monthly. So anywhere from $1 to $10 or $15 a month, however much you want. And it all depends on the perks that you want. So you can donate that way, or I've had people do PayPal, and you can do a PayPal and just a one-time donation. But it all depends on what you like to do. But I do appreciate all the support that you guys give me, and every single thing that you do donate goes directly back into putting out this content, and everything this month will be put out on actually getting to SHOT Show. And I think altogether SHOT Show probably, because it was at least $1,000. So thank you guys so much. I'm just going to check one last time to make sure that I don't have any additional questions, because I probably won't be going live anytime soon. And if you are in the Las Vegas area, or if you get SHOT Show and you would like to connect, please let me know. I will be there. I think I arrive on Sunday and then I leave on Saturday. So I will be there. Super excited to meet everyone. Last year I met Julie Gollop, and I was a total fangirl when it came to Julie Gollop. I just love the way the way that she puts out her content. I love how she is always practicing her skills, and she's just a really nice person. And I met her. I was very excited. I did not get to meet Colion Noir. Oh, actually, I did. I did meet him at SHOT Show, but I did. So I met him at SHOT Show, and he was really nice. And it was like, oh, okay. Sometimes people that are, I guess you can consider kind of famous, when you meet them in public, they are not necessarily like what you think they are. And so the people who I thought were going to be really uppy and different were down to earth. And then the people who I expected to be down to earth, some of them were really uppity. I got to meet other people such as Tracy Guns, and she was extremely nice. Oh my God, she was so nice. And if you follow her on Instagram, you know that she's like an extremely nice person. She was in the Tampa area. Actually, she was in like Orlando, Tampa, and she actually came out to my range day. So that was really nice for her to come out and support that. But I was able to connect with a lot of the companies, Vault-Tec Safe. I was able to actually talk to the people who design the safe and ask them like, hey, have you guys ever thought of this? Or what about this? Or is this in the works? And they're like, oh, actually, we're working on this, or we're actually working on that. And I think those types of connections are invaluable, because those are things that you're telling me that we need with these products, and I also see that we need, and I'm relaying it to the company. So if there's anything that you experience and you don't really like, or you want a company kind of work on, make sure that you reach out and you ask them, because I'm doing those same things. Or make sure that you reach out to me and I will try to connect with them and ask them those questions too. But DC asked for the Cash App ID. I will have to, can you send me a message and I will. Oh, actually, I can just, I'll throw it in the chat really quick. Did Marv give another super chat? Marv gave another $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Marv. Marv's at wearing my STS again tomorrow. Hope for the new ones. Okay, Marv, so you have to send me a picture of you in your Skips Tactical Solution shirt so that I can get that posted, because you're always showing mad love and I do appreciate it. Marv got his Skips shirt and he said he wears it and he's getting compliments on it. So I do appreciate him for wearing the shirt and supporting, and he's looking for a Skips logo shirt. He wants the actual, he wants that on shirt. And I was gonna wear that shirt on the live tonight, and I was like, nope, because if Marv's on here, he's gonna get me. So I will definitely work on getting that, guys. If you're interested in that, let me know. But we do have some that logo right there on our website, and we have our tumblers on our website too. So I'm about to drop my Cash App, into the chat so that you guys can donate there if you like to. Thank you so much to, who asked for it? DC Rough Rider. Thank you so much for requesting that. I'm gonna answer this question really quick. And if there's anyone in the live chat or watching the video who is interested in a class in Atlanta, please reach out, because I've had a lot of people reach out. In 2020, I plan on doing more traveling. So I can come to your area, do a class. It can be a shooting class. It can just be an informational class. It can be whatever you guys would like it to be. But let me know so that I can go ahead and start planning those things. And I'm going to answer this question. USMC, U.S. Marine Corps, Georgia Boy said, how does you being a servicewoman and a businesswoman play a daily role in your workspace? I'm a Marine veteran myself, and I'm trying to start a business as well in the same field. Okay, so the first thing that I will say is, I'll be honest with you, and it is extremely hard, because I don't have a standard job. And I mean, as you know, being a service member is very taxing on us, and being a business owner is very hard as well. But the only well, not the only, but some advice that I will give anyone who wants to start their own business is you have to know why you want to start it, and you have to hold firm to what your why is. And the days where you don't want to work on your business because you're tired, or the days where you're like, I don't even want to do this no more because it's really hard, you have to go back to your why. And when I teach my classes, I share with them what my why is, because we all need to lean on our why sometimes. And the reason why I started Skip's Tactical Solutions is because I really wanted to teach people how to defend themselves and properly handle firearms in a quality environment, right? I wanted them to receive quality training, right? But then I wanted them to be comfortable as well. And I just noticed that there was a lack of that in the civilian community, and I wanted to make a difference. And I'm all about doing things, not really talking about it. But it has been hard, and my mission was, if I could change one person's life or impact one person's life, like even if I didn't make any money, it was going to be a success for me. And I have to tell you that I don't do this for the money, because if you do it for the money, then you're never going to make it. But the reason why I do it is because I love what I do and I love interacting with people. And I know that I've made a difference in at least one person's life. So if you want to do that, make sure that you stand firm in what you want to do. And I fully support whatever it is that you want to do. And don't let anyone stop you. You may have coworkers who don't really believe in what you do, but when it comes to being a servicewoman, I don't really talk about my business much. I don't really talk about it at all. I do really educate people on how they need more than one stream of income, but I also just tell them, don't ever be too comfortable. Like, always try to work on bettering yourself and bettering those around you as well. So it is hard, but at the same time, I do truly appreciate my time in service for really building me up to be the firearms instructor that I am today. Because this old girl from North Carolina would have never been a firearms instructor. Michael Stan said, okay, just joined your Patreon for $1. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Make sure that if you're a Patreon supporter, that you reach out and not reach out, that you actually either, one, you have the Patreon app, or two, you go on there and you check your Patreon, because I do post the videos in Patreon early. And then I also host the giveaways in Patreon. So there will be giveaways in Patreon that you will never see anywhere else, but it's only because you guys are Patreon supporters. So I appreciate all my supporters, and do not feel like you guys are ever obligated to donate anything. Marv said, have you taught any classes in New York State? No, I have not. So yeah, I will be definitely putting together a class for Atlanta. I've had people reach out, and obviously in here there have been a few people who expressed interest, and I want to have that come to fruition. So I will work on that. And if there's anyone who wants to take lead on that, please let me know. Michael said, I would like you to come and teach a class for my wife and her friends, and for me as well. Training is always a good thing. I live in Washington State, pretty far away. That is okay. If you can get a group of people together, then that cost can be split. But I'm definitely trying to work on some things to bring Skip's Tactical Solutions to your local area. But yeah, you guys, I'll tell you, whatever your goals are for 2020, now is the time for you to get out there and kill your goals. Our weekly lives will be changing, and I really can't tell you when we will have another live. My work schedule has been very hectic lately, and the lives just can't be however they have been in the past. So Thursday night lives are no longer Thursday night lives. What do you guys think about a Tuesday night live? They were just so catchy. Like, I came up with the Talk to Me Thursday and no one else was doing it. And then now it can't be Talk to Me Thursday anymore. just kind of lame. Michael said, love the AK necklace. Thank you so much. It's so nice to talk to you guys. I haven't been able to do a live chat, and I'm going to work on some videos soon. Glock 44, I will be working on a video, Women's Outdoor News and Project Child Safe for the Glock 44. And I have a special guest that will be joining me with that video too. My son, my youngest son, will be joining me with that video, and we'll be talking about firearms and kids in the G44. So really excited about that. Gibbs said outdoor, indoor in Atlanta. It all depends on the time of year that the class is going to be, but it really doesn't matter. But we would need a classroom as well. But I personally like outdoor ranges, but it really doesn't matter to me. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, make sure that you guys reach out. I would love to meet you. I would love for you to take a class with me. I do a ton of different classes, and I do private lessons. My private lessons are based on when you want the class. I do group lessons as well. And I met so many phenomenal people in 2019, and my business was able to reach like heights that I never even imagined that it would be able to reach. And I have to say it was because of each and every one of you. You guys have supported me. You've helped my channel grow, and you also enabled it to where my channel on YouTube can now be monetized. So thank you so much for that. I worked very hard on putting out videos, and it is amazing how much you all have supported. There's not a lot of hate that I get on the channel, and we can all agree to disagree sometimes, but when there's hate, that's something that I absolutely don't tolerate. So I don't do a lot of arguing with people. And yeah, if you guys see things on the channel, you can just feel free to not even address it, because I typically ignore it as well. Philip said, I've been an NRA instructor for a long time. Teaching is very gratifying, and the variety of people is a blast. You have a great message in life content. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much for that, Philip. I have a little bit of everyone who takes my classes, and it's just been truly humbling. And I taught a concealed class over the weekend, and I said over the weekend, that was yesterday. And my students pay $60 for a concealed class, and it's for 3 hours. And I told them, and I tell all of my students this, I truly appreciate them investing $60 in me being able to teach them. Like, that is very humbling to me. And they told me how I was like the best instructor, and I was like, oh, thanks. Michael, the cost for that would just really be covering travel costs, and then it would depend on the amount of people that you would have for the class. Who is it? US Marine Corps and Marv. I have also been checking out the NAGA conference. I spoke to Philip, and there was a time where he did want me to speak at the conference, but I'm not quite sure if he still wants me to speak at the conference. But depending on a lot of things, I don't know if I'll be able to make it to the conference, but I definitely have it on my radar. Another thing that I have coming up in March is PodFest, and March. It's March, I think it starts March 7th, and I will be a speaker for the military conference, and then I will be there for PodFest as well. If you don't know that I have a podcast, and I do have a podcast, and it's just called Skip's Tactical Solutions. It is uploaded here on the YouTube channel as well, and I will link that up top so that you guys can check that out. But I will be a speaker at the military conference, and I'll be attending PodFest, so I'm super humbled and excited about that. And then the other thing that I have going on this year is, let's see, so sometime in spring, and I don't know if I really talked about this with you guys, but spring, I should have, not really an article, but I did a segment with National Geographic last year, and they said it should be coming out around springtime. So I'm excited to see that. Super nervous, but excited. And they came to my home. We did a whole photo shoot and a little video, and they did a spread on American gun owners. So I was very fortunate to be a part of that event. And I don't even think I showed you guys I didn't post any pictures from it. I really didn't even talk about it. But yeah, that should be coming out this year, and I'm excited. All right, so it seems like Yarn Dragons and Mike and Michael, we've all kind of came together on a Tuesday live chat. I just want to make sure if I do a Tuesday live chat that you guys will be able to show up for the Tuesday live chat. There's nothing more discouraging than sitting on a video talking to yourself. Trust me, I've done that before. Tamara said, I would love to invest $60. The classes here are always a few $100 unless I travel to another city. Tamara, that all depends on where you're located, because some states have really strict guidelines when it comes to concealed carry and the different requirements that are associated with it. And it just takes more to do a class. Here, we can do a 3-hour class and it not be that bad. Tuesday. I'm going to have to put a name out there for the Tuesday live chat, and we're going to have to agree on a name. Trigger Tuesday or Tactical Tuesday. I'm sure someone does Tactical Tuesday, though. But we'll probably have to make it our own. One last thing that I do want to cover is I take firearms safety extremely important, guys. That is something I'm extremely passionate about, and I feel like you should be passionate about it as well. I recently was at a range, and I'm not going to talk any details about it, but someone got injured on a range. Was not involving me at all, but I just happened to be in the area, and I will tell you something, it was very traumatic, but at the same time, I want you all to be extremely safe no matter what. And I want you to make sure that you're educating your children on safety as well. And if you're in my local area, please know that I do train kids as well, and I do train families, but there are way too many kids that are dying because guns are not being stored properly. And there's way too many adults that are being injured because someone does not know the proper way to handle a firearm. So if you don't know and there's questions that you have, please reach out, and I will do basic videos if you need me to on how to properly handle a firearm. And just know everything that I do is educational, and take it with a grain of salt because it's just me teaching on here, but I want you to be safe. I want you to have a happy and a prosperous life, and you cannot do that if you are not handling firearms safely. So we do this for our own personal protection, and I definitely need you to be safe. So if you guys have any questions in regards to that, please reach out and let me know. If you want a skip sticker, please reach out and let me know. And if there's a company that you want me to reach out to when it comes to SHOT Show, let me know. Your girl will definitely be there. I'm super excited. Georgia Boy said, a lot of people know how to shoot, but a lot of us gun owners are not properly trained in first aid, which go hand to hand. That is very, very true. And if you are not properly trained, you can check your local area for a 511 class, and they offer free Stop the Bleed class. And there's also, I want to say Red Cross offers a free online course, but that's just something that we're going to have to talk about more. And, excuse me, I'll probably do a podcast interview with someone medical and really start talking about first aid, because I think we don't talk about that enough when it comes to firearms. You know, a lot of people are good at making the holes, but they don't really know how to plug those holes. And that hole could not be a hole from a gunshot wound. It could be from anything, and you need to stop your family member from bleeding, or you need to stop yourself from bleeding as well. So when I was at the range the other day and that happened, guarantee that was one of the first things that crossed my mind, because the individual probably did bleed out way too much. But we have to learn from these things, and I want you guys to learn from that as well. And thank you guys so much for tonight. If you guys want a sticker, please reach out. Again, shout out to the bombest moderator on YouTube, which is Yarn Dragon. She holds me down every single time, even when I text her like 2 hours before and say, hey, I'm gonna go live tonight. So I appreciate you guys. If there's anything that you want me to do on the channel, please let me know. I'm gonna post on social media, and I'll probably post on my community page too on YouTube for you guys to kind of let me know what type of videos you want me to do. I know you guys like the shooting videos. I know that I do have some loyal supporters when it comes to the live chats, but let me know what type of content you want to see. Let me know the people that you want me to interview, because I will be working on all of that as well. Marv said, I'll be looking out for Tuesdays. I'm going to have to let you guys know when the first Tuesday live chat is going to be. I have tactical medics at my job, and that's one of my interests this year, is getting medically qualified. I would veer to say that we all should probably throw some type of medical training into our toolbox this year. Michael, thank you for that. We're going to try to do something like that this year. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I know it was a short notice. I know that it was a long video, but thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to be entered to win a sticker pack, all you have to do is comment down in the regular comment section below, SHOT Show. That's all you have to do. And then next time I go live, I will be announcing the winner of that sticker pack. So have a great and a safe week, everybody. And I will see you guys next time. And it will be, I think, probably like a Skips Tactical Tuesday when we go live. All right. Have a good week, guys. Thanks for tuning in.